In life and in Packers OTAs, there are winners and losers. So coming up on today's show, I'm going to give you 4 winners, 3 losers after the first full week of OTAs. Now, I want to start with a little bit of a disclaimer, okay? If you hear anything, hear this. If I have somebody labeled as a loser, I don't hate them, I don't think they suck, and I don't think I'm better than they are at football, okay? Let's just be real here. Okay? These guys are just maybe guys who didn't have the best week, maybe didn't have the best news coming out of their first practice, but I don't hate them. I don't think they suck. Okay? Before you get in the comment section and get mad at me. While you guys are in the comment section, if you're in there, make sure to hit that big red sub button because today's May 31st. It's the last day of May. Tomorrow's June, and it's the last day you guys can help us get that last edge, that last push over our Minnesota Vikings channel. Because we are deadlocked at a tie right now, 1,901 subscribers. The reason I'm loud, the reason we're energetic is because I need each and every one of you. If you're not subscribed, today is the day to do it. We're insightful. It's entertaining. It's daily right here on the Packers Report. Hit us up, subscribe, and let's take down the Vikings. Alrighty, starting with our winners. How about QB1? One Mr. Jordan Love. He had himself a really, really good day, and it's fun to look at him out at practice and just say he's a winner because of the amount of weapons that he has around him. It was so great getting to watch these wide receivers, getting to watch these running backs, getting to watch these tight ends, and looking at it from the lens of, you know what? Jordan Love has a ton of great players around him. His supporting cast is phenomenal. I mean, just look at the weapons. Josh Jacobs, Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Tucker Kraft, Christian Watson when he gets back, Savion Williams, Dontayvion Wicks. Like, this is a really, really good group. It's a really, really good offense. And additionally, on top of that, he's healthy. Praise the Lord. It's about time. I think a lot of people forget when they say, you know what? Jordan Love took a step back in 2024. People forget he was hurt from the first game for the entirety of the season. Jordan Love didn't forget. He spoke about it after OTA, saying, I'm going to always hold myself to a high standard. Obviously, it's not fun playing through injury, but sometimes there's things you got to do. There might have been some things that might have been affected, but at the end of the day, I'm still trying to put my best foot forward, and I got to go out there and be the best player I can be. At the end of this, he looks good, he looks healthy, and he looks rich with weapons. I mean, absolutely loaded. This will be a big year for Jordan Love. Bet on, okay? Do not be scared. Name me a loser at Packers OTAs. We're going to go into the losers a little bit later. We start off with the winners, but I want you guys to let me know a loser in the comment section right now. Well, I'm about to give you my second winner of the day, and that is one Edgerrin Cooper. I think this is the guy that everybody's most excited to see in that year 2 jump. Now, why is he a winner? Number one, he looked great, and number two, he looked big, right? You could see the weight that he's added. We heard it from Jeff Hafley a couple weeks ago saying, have you seen this guy? He's added like 20 pounds. And now we finally get to actually see him, like Jeff Hafley asked, and he looks phenomenal. And Matt LaFleur had some glowing things to say about the year 2 player. He's so much more confident, LaFleur says. His body looks different. He's like 240 now. The added weight, and he still looks like he's moving as good as he did a year ago. I'm really excited about him, just his understanding of the detail of what he's supposed to do, and those around him. That's going to allow him to play that much faster. Basically, what I mean to say to you guys, I'm on the edge of my seat for year 2 of Edgerin Cooper. I still can't believe that some people think that he didn't have that great of a rookie season. Sure, it started a little bit slow. It ended fast as hell. He was great, and he's going to take a massive jump. I can promise you guys, okay? Actually promise you guys that right now. While you guys are in the comment section, make sure to let me know who's going to be Jordan Love's go-to target in 2025. I think it's probably, in the beginning, going to be Jaden Reed. Might shift to Matthew Golden. Y'all let me know your answer. All right, let's talk about Nate Hobbs because he is my winner number 3. I'm really, really excited about the addition of Nate Hobbs. You paid him probably a little bit more than I would have liked to, but at the end of the day, you want to get as many good players on your roster when you're competing for Super Bowls, and Nate Hobbs is just that. Bill Huber of Sports Illustrated was out at practice, and he said cornerback Nate Hobbs made 2 impressive plays on the ball in his second practice with the team. On a 3rd and 5, Jordan Love pump faked and threw the ball to tight end Tucker Kraft, but Hobbs wasn't fooled. Broke up the pass. Later, he broke up a pass over the middle to Luke Musgrave. And as it currently sits, he was getting the majority of his snaps at that nickel back position. And I think that's where he's going to take the majority of his snaps this next season. At the current recording of this video, we still have no clue what's going to go on with Jair Alexander. But we can assume because of the restructured contract offered on Tuesday that he'll be back. Keyshawn Nix on the outside across from him, Nate Hobbs somewhere in the middle. He's going to be really exciting to watch. I just love the fact that you can truly put him anywhere. I think it's going to be a really, really interesting and fun little tool that Jeff Hafley will get to work with, okay? If you look at the snap alignments from last season, he aligned on the defensive line. He was in the box, 116 snaps. In the slot, 304. On the outside at corner for 104. This dude's everywhere. Jeff Hafley's going to have a lot of fun with him. Let's round out the winners with Shawn Ryan, the offensive guard, who I think is going to benefit from a little bit of the, I don't want to say drama, but from the stuff going on with the offensive line over the offseason. Andy Herman tweeted this out, that the first team O-line working with Jordan Love during individuals was Rasheed Walker, Banks at the left guard spot, newly acquired left guard, Shawn Ryan at the center, Monk at the right guard, and then, of course, Tom out at that right tackle. Basically, with Ryan lined up in the center, it's telling me that he's taking advantage of Elgton Jenkins not being in there. We all know that Elgton Jenkins wants a little bit more money, wants a little bit more security if he's going to move from left guard to center. Shawn Ryan doesn't care. He wants to play football. He's taking advantage of that. And also, Jordan Morgan was getting reps at that left tackle and right guard spot. He was playing at the left tackle 2 position on that, open practice day at OTAs. And so if he moves to the left tackle spot, the right guard spot is Shawn Ryan's. And if Elgton Jenkins keeps not showing up and Shawn Ryan impresses, the center spot's his. He's in a really, really good position, much better than I think a lot of people thought going into the offseason. Alrighty, those are my winners. It is your turn. Name a winner from Packers OTAs in the comment section down below. They could be one of my 4. They can be one of your own. You just let me know your answer right now. Let's go on to the losers because, unfortunately, this can't be sunshine and rainbows all the time. How about Kaylin King, okay? Kaylin King is an interesting, and it's the social before this text. There we go. Kalen King's an interesting case study because a couple weeks ago, Derek Ansley spoke to the media, and he said, I don't want to speak too soon, knock on wood, but he's really looking good out there when he was talking about Kalen King. But then practice actually happened, and Bill Huber was the one who reported it on Sports Illustrated and said, interestingly, Gregory Jr. got some run with Valentine and Hobbs with the starters. Jr. was signed exactly 1 week ago, but ran ahead of returning players Kaylin King and Kamal Haddon. Now, this story isn't written yet. It's May. We got a long time to go until early September. However, it's never really a good sign when a guy who was signed a week ago is getting more playing time than you, is running with the ones more than you are. And so, sure, Derek Ansley said he looks great, knock on wood, he thinks he's going to be a great player, but Gregory Jr. came in here, and then 1 week later, he's getting reps with the ones. I don't know. I don't think that's a great sign for Kalen King. Let's talk MarShawn Lloyd. I love MarShawn Lloyd. I'm really, really, really looking forward to him being fully healthy and in this lineup. But that's the big bugaboo for him, okay? Because I think people are anticipating him to be, fully out there, fully ready, fully running with the 2s or the 3s. And Andy Herman broke the news that MarShawn Lloyd, in fact, was with the rehab group. And we all remember what his 2024 looked like. It was about as injury-plagued as a year could be for a single player. Training camp, injured the hip. Preseason, injured the hamstring. Week 1, sprained the ankle. Then was going to get back and then had appendicitis in week 10. It's like he could not catch a break. It went hip, hamstring, sprained ankle, appendicitis. Like, it was everything, too. It's not like it was just one nagging injury. And this, unfortunately, isn't really anything new for MarShawn Lloyd. When he was at South Carolina, before he transferred to USC, where he was drafted, he tore his ACL in 2020. That was at spring training camp. That was in a non-contact injury at practice. And then in 2022, he had a really deep quad bruise that caused him to miss multiple games. And so at this point, if you compile all the injuries over the last 4 seasons, you have ACL, you have hip, you have quad, you have ankle, you have hamstring. Like, it's everywhere, all over his body. And I don't necessarily think that's a phenomenal sign. I think people are really anticipating him being in this roster, him being on this lineup, him being a running back too that Josh Jacobs could solely lean on. And I will say, I'm not trying to overreact to this. I'm trying to stay grounded. I'm trying to stay positive. And I'm trying to say, you know what? He's going to be good. Like, he's going to be fine. But when your running back is out there and continually getting hurt and you haven't really gotten to see him yet, it's like, kind of scares you a little bit. I need you guys to be honest with me. I know we just talked running back. Let's bring it back to the defense. What's your confidence level in the Packers defense? Scale it for me 1 to 10 in the comment section down below. Let's round this one out on offense, just like with MarShawn Lloyd. Let's talk about Bo Melton. We knew that it was going to be a tough offseason for guys like Bo Melton. Guys who had an outside roster spot, and then you had 2 really good wide receivers with Matthew Golden and Savion Williams. A lot of people want to talk, how does this affect Jaden Reed? How does this affect Tavian Wicks? How does it affect Romeo Doubs? How does it affect guys like Bo Melton? Not really great. Bill Huber reported, veteran Bo Melton might find himself on the outside looking in due to the depth at receiver. And it's really funny that 1 year ago, a receiver room that looked so, I don't want to say bare, but just uninspiring. 1 year later, looks like possibly the deepest wide receiver room in all of football. And that's even with Christian Watson being not in the lineup for the first, 3 months of this season at the best? Like, I've said this before. This is a really good and crowded group. So the guys like Bo Melton on this roster, they're going to get screwed most likely because of it. Okay? I'd love it if Bo Melton made a run and, surprised a ton of us. I just don't necessarily see it happening. Make sure that you guys are subscribed. We're going to get on out of here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your weekend. And, hey, see you tomorrow.